What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at 10 brand new glitch intro and outro templates. Yes, you can use them as an outro if you want to do that. Some are a little bit longer and some are as short as 4 seconds. So here you should find any type of length that you would like to apply to your videos. In this tutorial, we're going to go through the templates, how we change it, and how we can customize the RGB look of it. And if you don't want any RGB, you can simply change the text to white or remove some of the layers. We're also going to take a look at how you can add your own logo as a PNG file to the template. So if you don't want a plain text, we also going to go through the process so I can show you how you can apply an image, a PNG image, to the template if you want to use that instead of text. And we're gonna do one thing which is inside of LumaFusion, just in case you don't have any third-party applications like Affinity Photo, which I also recommend if you are doing a lot of photo editing or you make thumbnails or whatever. I always end up using Affinity Photo. So if you make a lot of PNG files or want to add things or create PNG out of images, yeah, Affinity Photo is the choice for me and my recommendation. So let's jump over to LumaFusion and let's take a look at the intros first. Here there's 10 brand new templates which can be found on our website robhkvlogs.com, and let's take a look at the templates first so you can see how they look, and we're gonna head over to the tutorial and see how we customize them after that. So once you downloaded the preset from the website, you will receive a zip file. This will be named glitchpack.zip. And what you do with this is to simply tap on it one time, then it will extract to a new folder, as we can see here, glitchpack2. And once we tap on that, you will have all the individual project files. Now let's go on and customize a few of them. The method of customization is fairly similar to each of the templates, and I'm also going to show you how you can add your own logo into the template if you don't want to use the text. Now let's go on with one first. So glitch intro version 1, and it will open up a new project. And once we tap on the project file, you can see here that we have the glitch intro coming in here. And we also have the sound effect. So let's do a playback of that. Pretty simple and straightforward. And the only thing you have to do here is to go into each layer and change the name to something else. So I'm just gonna change this, or just change some of it here. So maybe I want to go in here and over to text and tap on RobHK. And then I want to tap on the square with the pencil inside, or you can double tap on the text. But double tapping on the text here, you might by accident change the placement of it. So I recommend that you tap on the square with the pencil inside. And at the end here, I simply want to add vlogs like that. And I'm going to go on and do the same thing with the rest of the layers. So now that we changed the text here, we can do another playback, and you will now see that we added vlogs at the end of each layer here, and then we should have that in the text as a final result as well. Perfect. Now let's say you want to add your logo and you don't want to use the text. Maybe you want to add the logo to this lower part here so it comes in with your channel name, and then at the last glitch here, it turns from the text and it goes over to the logo, which I had in the intro for this tutorial as well. Now let's go on and find our photo here, which we want to use. Now, as we can see here on the left-hand side under source here in photos, we have a picture here which is only 864 by 865. So once I drag this over to LumaFusion, it's gonna look like this. And by applying this to each of the layers, you will not have a good result. So what you want to do here is to double tap on the image, and you want to go over to size and position here under frame and fit, and you want to scale this down so you can fit 3 of the same image in the middle here. So you want to scale it in so it's as small as it needs to be for you to have this image here on the top here, on the bottom, and in the middle. So you want to have it around, you know, it depends on the size, but for this I'm gonna keep it somewhat around there, and this should give the perfect size when we want to, or when we're going to add it to the text there. So for this one, I would use Affinity Photo to remove the black background. So what we can do now, since we scaled this in, the background is already black. What I can do now is to simply, since this project is so small now, I can do a render of the entire project here. So I'm gonna go to Photos and Render, and I'm just gonna go up to or down to the video codec, change the video codec to AGVC with transparency, change the resolution to 1080p, and the embeds or the quality is going to be extreme, and I'm going to render this out. So once the render is complete, that means the image will be transparent. So if we go over to photos here, and we go over to videos, and we go to the top here, we should have this one right here, and we can delete this other one. And if we go to the end here, we should have a transparent photo here. So what we can do now is to simply just make a cut here, delete this, and that we can take this and drag over to the place here. So once we duplicated a few here, we can make sure that the duration is longer, and we can apply them over, and then we can do replace clip and keep timeline duration. So if we tap on that, we will see that we have the logo coming in here, and then it disappears. But obviously, you know, the best possible way is if you go over and you make this a PNG file. So this is just a short way to do it. If you don't have any third-party apps where you can do transparent images, you can always do it this way. So if we apply all of this now to the different layers here, like that, you will now see that we have the logo here coming in, and then it disappeared. Well, we can also do another duplicate of, let's see, this one here. So we duplicate that and place this over again. And if we go back to the other one here, I think we're gonna have it's coming in there. So what we can do now is to make a cut right here, and we can take this and we can make a cut right here, and we can take this and we can place over, and we can just replace clip and ripple timeline. So now we will have this coming in right here, and then it will go away. So if we do a playback of that, then you will have your logo imported to the different layers, and you will have your logo showing on the glitch effect instead of just pure text. Now, if you do this with a transparent file here, so if I go over and find the transparent logo, I can show you the example with that as well. We have the transparent logo here. So if we just expand this, what we can do now is to remove this one right here, and we can extend the duration of this. Or what we can do is to just delete this project here, and if we just go over and open the same project one more time, so we have a fresh one, which is the best to work with, and I go over and I find the photo here which has the transparent PNG look to it as well, and I just extend this and just duplicate. It's important that it has a longer duration than the other one. But if you don't want to apply this over to the smaller layers here, which is 1.24 seconds, we can simply delete this, and we can do what is the most suited for this. We can go to this point right here, or we can actually zoom in here, and we can go to the last glitch hit, which is here, as you can see on the spikes of the audio here. And we're gonna make a cut right there, and then we're gonna take this PNG file, which is now transparent, and as you can see, this is also rendered so it has the same size as I explained earlier. It's in the middle here, and I can now fit 3 of the same logo on top of each other here in the middle. So one here, and I would be able to fit the same size underneath and above. So you basically shorten it down or size it down so you can fit 3 in a line upwards and downwards from the middle. And when I take this now and drag over this other one here, let go and keep timeline duration. If you go to the beginning and do another playback now, you can see the logo comes in at the last glitch. So this is one way of customizing it to make your logo fit into the template. It's really important that you follow the steps of making this so small so you can fit 3 of the same here on top of each other, as I explained. And the higher resolution image that you have, the better it will look. Originally, this was only 846 something by 845. So the quality of this isn't really good. So it's important to have a high resolution image as well. Now let's move over to one of the other templates here. All of them are basically glitch intros or outros, and can be customized with adding your logo or to change the text. Let's move over to number 4 here. This is a little bit more complicated template. As you can see, there is a lot more different things here. So on the top here, we have pluses, which is circling around. We also have a background image here, which is on layer number 1. You can also change this with whatever background image you have or want to use. And you can also find sound effects placed underneath. Here you can also do the same thing. You can apply your logo if you want to do that, or you can simply just change the name of the text. Moving over to another one here, let's go with number 3. This is also the same type of glitch intro or outro. You have the text coming in here, and as you can see, it has some effects to it, and also just a background image there. Moving over to more background images, and then we have the RGB look of this. So what you can do if you don't like the exact RGB look of this text right here, what you can do is to go into edit on the 3 layers here. You can go over to titles, and you can just tap on what's saying LumaFusion, and you can just nudge this a little bit to left or right or up or down, and then you will change the look of the RGB. So if you do that on the 3 layers here, you will have a different RGB look than what's included in the template. And the same goes with this as well. If you want to change this and have more RGB look to it, you can also go into each layer here, and you can do the placement changes within the title section. If you do any changes inside the frame and fit, as you can see, there is a lot of keyframes going on here. So if you do any changes here, that will add or correct the existing keyframe, and you might ruin the animation. And then you would have to just delete the project, and you will have to reopen a new fresh project to work on. Now let's take a look at one more here. Let's go with number 6. This is fairly simple as well. This is what I would use if I had, let's say, some sort of a gaming channel. It's really shortened down. You can also trim it here at the beginning. So it starts around 2 seconds here, and then it ends at 8. So this is 6 seconds long. And you can also add your own music, your own sound effects, or trim it and just add different things if you want to do that. You can also change and add your logo here as well, as mentioned. So there you have 10 brand new intro templates for LumaFusion, which you can easily customize to your needs. You can change the text, you can apply your logo if you want to do that, and you can add some additional, things if you want to do that. You can throw in a lower third in there if you want to do that, or you can do something crazy and just go mad with different text layers. And also one tip, if you want to, have more text, you can simply duplicate the existing layers, and then you can change that to whatever. And if you need to change the placement of it, you can do that inside the title section by simply going over to titles and then move everything around, because there is no risk of ruining any animation, because all the animation is done in frame and fit. Now I really hope that you enjoyed this video, the tutorial and the templates itself. As I said, you can find them on RobHKvlogs.com if you are interested in glitch presets and if you want to support this channel as well. So with that said, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. That's really appreciated, and I see you guys in the next video.